Hello, this is I Do Damage, and this is going to be my first Astellia video. Let's go ahead and start. This is going to be kind of an impressions slash what is Astellia. You probably all already know by now what Astellia is, but in case you don't, it is an MMORPG and it is a Korean grind type of game. And when I say grind, there's a lot to grind in this game. And I'm not complaining by any means. There's so much to do and it's fun. I'm having a good time. That's why I'm making this video. First of all, let's talk about the leveling in Astellia Online. And I find the leveling to be... It's kind of weird for me to say this about an MMO, but I find it to be fun. I know that's really weird, but I don't mind leveling. It's very linear and mindless, and you can just sit there and play and think about whatever and just level up and chill. It's fun. I like it. And I finally got one character, my healer, up to level 50. And once you hit level 50, that's not it. It keeps going. You can evolve your class. You have 3 choices to choose from. Think of them as specializations. And I'm not going to explain each class's specialization in this video. I just want to do an overview of what it looks like. So for my healer, I have 3 choices. There's Oracle, Shaman, or Cleric. And what it means to evolve is once you hit 50, you keep gaining XP. And once you get a certain amount, you can change your class over to, so I did Oracle, for example, which is more of a heal. You get more healing abilities from it. But once you evolve, then you can grind out XP to get 1 star, which will get you 1 exclusive skill. And then at 3 stars, you get another exclusive skill. And then at 5 stars, you get an awakened ability. What's this mean, though? I'm probably speaking a different language, maybe, if you don't know much about this game. So let me explain. The exclusive skills, so the one at 1 star and 3 star, are skills only while you're playing as that evolved class. So in this case, the Oracle. And once you get 5 stars, which takes quite some time and a lot of grinding, you can get the awakened ability. And what that means is an ability you already have gets awakened and becomes stronger, does more damage, has a different effect. Overall, these awakened skills are nothing to write home about, but it's still a cool idea, and I really wish they would expand upon it more. But the cool thing is, let's say I'm 5-star Oracle and I want to reroll and make a Shaman. I keep that awakened ability. Everything else is lost. All the new attributes you gained while starring, getting stars, and evolving are lost. And the 2 exclusive skills you do lose, but you keep that 1 awakened ability. So what this means is there's 3 specializations per class. So you could 5-star 2 of them that you want just for the awakened ability, and then save your last specialization to 5-star in for the one that you want to main. So for me, I for sure want Oracle because it has a massive healing buff as its awakened ability. And the Cleric, I'm still on the fence about. It has an ability that adds more damage to your knockdown skill. It's not huge, but I feel like it'd be nice. I just don't know if I want to grind out 5 stars for that. But the Shaman one I want for sure because it has a damage AoE totem that you can drop, which would be huge for dungeons. It does have a long cooldown, but I think overall it's a cool ability. And the awakened ability on that is pretty big too. It's one of your main skills and it just does more damage overall. But anyway, I went a little bit more in depth there than I really wanted to, but this is stuff that just goes through my mind and I want to talk about. But that's just the Oracle. There's 5 classes total, and I'm telling you, there's a lot to grind. And also, I know I have the Oracle to do, but I'm also working on a mage now that I think is going to become my new main. So that's leveling. It's pretty extensive, and let's just talk briefly about dungeons. Dungeons in this game come in 3 difficulty settings, and there's a 4th one that's a little weird. So the first one is scenario, which is while you're doing the main story. And then you have solo mode, which is solo. Pretty obvious, right? And then you have the party dungeon mode, which doesn't require, but you can do it with up to 4 people. I'm sure you could even solo some of the group dungeons, but the difference between the 3 is, so the scenario doesn't drop loot, it's just for the storyline. Solo drops loot, but the party dungeons drop even more and better loot and have a higher chance to get higher items, higher quality items. And the fourth difficulty that I mentioned was the legendary dungeons. There's only 3 legendary dungeons in the game right now, and they're a bit underwhelming, to say the least, but that's okay. The party dungeons overall are my favorite part of the game. It's just really fun with friends, honestly. It's not a super hard game. There are mechanics and whatnot, but it's fun. The dungeons are by far the best part of the game so far. Pretty much for the end game, let's talk about that real quick, 'cause it's an MMO, right? Everyone wants to know. Outside from the class evolution aspect, you also have currencies that you can earn from daily and weekly quests, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's a massive, massive grind from what I can tell. It's crazy. There's always raid groups forming to crush these out as quick as possible and stuff like that, but it can be a real grind, which again is awesome. I'm not complaining by any means. Last but not least, I want to just say there is PvP in this game. You have a dual arena, which has leaderboards, and the higher you are up on that leaderboard, the more Zender you get. Which the only way to get Zender, you can't buy it, but you can get it from achievements, PvP. There's different ways you can get it, but you can use it to buy different items in game, like stash tabs, or I think there's a costume maybe or something. Dungeon tickets, stuff like that, so it's kind of worth doing. And the other PvP mode is Avalon, which is your open world. I think it's 3 factions duking it out. It's not out yet, but they had a fluke deal earlier this week where people were able to get in. They were not supposed to be able to, but they did. And it caused a couple mini ripples as people were getting an advantage and seeing the layout and whatnot. Not a huge deal to me. I'm not super into PvP, but again, I thought that was kind of funny. Overall, Astellia is fun. I'm enjoying my time there, and I hope you guys stop by the stream and check out some gameplay. And if you're playing Astellia, feel free to hit me up and come carry me if you want. Anyway, in all seriousness, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please do like and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Do you think it's meant to be? 'Cause I feel like letting go. Getting some energy. My battery's being low.